Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here at my next Korra news update video. Yes, once again, lots of news coming out right one after the other happened again. So it's going to be the third one in the matter of a few days. And yep, I'll just get straight into the quick news summary that I'm doing now at the start of these. So basically we got one new image, book 2 image from Brian on Tumblr, obviously co-creator of Avatar, which you can see here. Along with this, he basically just basically apologized for the delay and said that the show is coming, and that's it. He also said that this image comes from some take one footage from the animation studio, Studio Mirror. So that's interesting. The other piece of news is pretty big actually, and that is that YTV, a Canadian kind of television channel, basically revealed their fall schedule, and they said that Korra Book 2 is going to air in the fall in Canada. So that's the basic gist of the news, and now I'm going to get into discussing it in depth. So coming back to the image again at the start, you see here again. You can see it obviously has Kaya, Boomy, and of course Tenzin, the three kids of Katara and Aang. Um, an image fans have wanted to see for a while, basically since we knew the names of the kids. So it's nice to see them all on screen. They're obviously shocked by something which is interesting by itself. But for anyone wondering what exactly take one footage means, the basic idea of take one footage is that this is the first completed animation that Studio Mirror sends to the kind of Nickelodeon studios, Mike and Brian, to review. So it goes through multiple takes. So Mike and Brian will basically, ask Studio Mirror to change a few bits, add a few bits, take out a few bits, reanimate some stuff. So it goes through a few takes before it ultimately becomes the final product. Take one obviously is the first take, so that's what that means, and it's probably one of the later episodes given the Canada news that just mentioned before. But his a lot of people got a bit confused by what the exact quote behind what Brian says. He said it was actually a Game of Thrones reference. He said, "Like winter, it's coming like winter." He didn't mean it's coming in winter. It's just Game of Thrones reference. Winter is coming, basically saying Korra is coming. So that's that. Other piece of news, arguably the more interesting one, well, definitely the more interesting one. Canada getting a fall release date for Book 2. Came out of nowhere, really. This press release wasn't even like just about Korra, about all of their shows, and they just added in returning shows, Korra. So yeah, fall. Fall is obviously August, September, October, and November. Given that where they've mentioned their other shows airing, like some of them are premiering in August and stuff like that, I'm very much leaning towards probably being like September for Canada or something like that. I think people from Canada who've commented on this now seem to suggest that a lot of shows return in September. So a September release date for Canada is pretty good, I think. But I think it's interesting to look back on how Book 1 went with Canada as well. Korra premiered in the USA April 14th. It premiered in Canada June 9th, so just under 2 months between the two release dates. If that happens again, obviously with the latest date in fall obviously being the end of November, 2 months before that would lead to a US release date of at the latest September. So unless Nickelodeon are going to air after Canada, I think September has to be the absolute latest Korra can actually air in America. Obviously we're going to get the release date soon because Nick have been tweeting more about Korra. They're mentioning there's some big news coming. SDCC is coming up. Everything to me points towards us getting the US Korra release date very, very soon. And I think YTV just slightly better communication than Nick. They've got it out first. So very interesting information this time. And I definitely in the comments below would like to hear your thoughts on the first image of all three Catan kids together, as well as our first look at basically a release date for Korra and what that means for the US date. So thanks for watching and bye.